Let's now go to the state of Rajasthan, where we are predicting 21 out of 25 seats to the BJP. Not really very surprising here. The BJP gains actually 17 seats compared to 2009.
Absolutely. It's a 20% vote share gap, a 15% swing away from the Congress from the vote share in 2009, and a 15% vote swing in favor of the BJP.
52%. This is the fourth state where the BJP is delivering 50% or more.
Strong local leader plus Modi.
Strong local leader plus Mr. Modi.
And this state has a precedent of giving a 0 to the Congress in 1989. So there is a precedent for a complete sweep as well.
So Sachin Pilot wants to know what's happening. Well, Mr. Sachin Pilot, you are heading, Mr. Pilot, for the most embarrassing drubbing in your state, down from 20 seats, Mr. Pilot. You are now down, Sachin Pilot. Mr. Rahul Gandhi, look at this. You're down to 4. You've been decimated, removed. You will soon become politically extinct at this rate in the state of Rajasthan.
And Girija Vyas and Bhavar Jitendra Singh, all ministers again from the Congress party who hail from Rajasthan. CP Joshi.
Rahul Gandhi is confident.
Well, it's not surprising to see the spectacular result after what happened in the assembly election result. But to see a gain, a further gain by 5-6% to go to 52% in 1.5 months, I think something's. I think there's an overall sentimental change in the country. Vinod Mehta, before I move on.
We all thought that the Congress was doing badly, and we thought the Congress would suffer and there would be an erosion in seats. I think none of us anticipated the magnitude of that erosion.
Some of us did.
And that is coming across the national picture, is that the loss of support. I think tsunami, that the word that you are using, is something of a euphemism.
See, and it only
maybe it's not tsunami, it's tsunamo.
The only
gender, you mean? That's gender biased comment.
The only party that is hit by incumbency in this poll is the Congress party. Every other state, the incumbent party does not get destroyed. Let's go to the next state. By the way, so this is Sachin Pilot, your scorecard as of now. Can you take the graph up? The challenge is yours. We are moving to Sikkim, which proves our overall thesis that the only party that suffers major anti-incumbency is the Congress party, because Pawan Kumar Chamling returns once again. He got 63% in 2009. The man gets 60% and retains the sole seat from Sikkim. So that's the story from Sikkim. Let's look at Tamil Nadu. Let's look at Tamil Nadu. And Tamil Nadu, 43% DMK, 37% AIDMK was the 2009 verdict. Okay, now we see the AIADMK gaining 18 seats as compared to 2009. And there is a vote share increase. Before we go to vote shares, why don't we give the overall figure?
See, let's demystify this. In 2009, the AIADMK contested as an alliance, the MDMK, PMK with the AIADMK together. It got 37% of the vote. This time, the story is that the AIADMK, I mean, this is just around the time they sealed their deal with the CPI and CPM. This is the standalone vote share, the AIADMK, and it's up to 39%. The mission of the AIADMK to project Jayalalitha as the Prime Minister seems to be working. All her policies, ever since she came to power, with a focus on that, whether it be power or even subsidized food, all seem to be working in her favor. Now here's the huge difference you see. 9 seats is what the AIADMK had in 2009. With an alliance, this time solo, almost solo, she is there at 27 seats.
And this number of 5 seats that the DMK has been a consistent number since April. It's not changed. The DMK has remained stuck at 3 or 4 seats. You look at the number for the ADMK, keep in mind the 27 seats means that she has actually increased her vote share since she became Chief Minister in 2011. So this is a tremendous performance by Jayalalitha. She goes up, but the biggest thing is that she maintains. She's gone down from 29 to 27, but from where she started at 27 to this 27, her vote share actually goes up by 1%. So regional leaders do not feel, regional leaders feel no anti-incumbency. only and only the Congress party and its allies feel anti-incumbency.
Huge gain in a period of 3 years. From 2011 when she became chief minister.
Absolutely. Sabha.
Arnab, having just gone to Tamil Nadu and done a story from there actually, I mean, there's no doubt that Jayalalitha is absolutely on top, and this time the usual arithmetic of the smaller players is not working out. She's so much on top that she hasn't felt it necessary to talk to any of the other significant parties. And she's only chosen the left parties because she sees a third front role for herself. And meanwhile, the DMK, because of the internal problems between the sons, is not in a good shape. However, having said that, Arnab, Tamil Nadu is the one state where there are, like in the US, there are some voters who never leave the Anna DMK or the DMK, as you have Democrats and Republicans.
Yeah, but I'd like to add here, this is one state where the BJP got it totally wrong. Narendra Modi's tie-up with the MDMK and the DMDK is an exercise in futility.
This is not one of the things we must remember, that this is a completely transformed Jayalalitha from the previous avatar. Less tantrums, more governance.
Okay.
She's a much more sober politician.
We have two big states to cover, UP and West Bengal. I need to go across to Mr. KP Ramalingam, who is the Member of Parliament of the DMK, and Mr. K. Pandya-Rajan, who is supporting the AIDMK. Mr. Pandya-Rajan, Mr. Ramalingam, would you like to congratulate the AIDMK on their likely big performance, with Jayalalitha emerging as the biggest winner from Tamil Nadu with 27 seats and 39% vote share? Mr. Ramalingam, what would you like to say to the AIDMK?
No, sir, it is not. It's arithmetically, it is not correct, sir. The same thing it was happened when MGR was turned in the 1980 Lok Sabha election. That time also everybody was talked like this. But what happened now, after result comes, the MGR got only 2 seats. Then 38 seats were go with DMK Congress. So only 2 seats was MGR won. The same thing is now is going on. But it cannot be. Jayalalitha can't get more than 10 seats in Tamil Nadu now this time. Because
Mr. Pandya-Rajan,
she's doing...
Mr. Pandya-Rajan, you want to reply to Mr. Ramalingam?
Yeah, I think we have consistently done well. AIDMK has a solid leader, clear vision, phenomenal welfare measures. What has happened in the last 3 years in Tamil Nadu is unprecedented welfare measures which have gone down to the last person in the society, and with the divided opposition, that too, especially the internecine battles in DMK, I would actually not be surprised if we do 40 on 40 as far as Tamil Nadu and Pondicherry are concerned. I would be very surprised if...
Will you, the big question is, will Jayalalitha support Modi at the national level? Because if Jayalalitha and... Okay, 1 second. Mr. Ramalingam is responding for the AIDMK on that one. Yes, Mr. Ramalingam.
Yes. AIDMK, the last election, for last assembly election, AIDMK was supported by DMDK and then other partners also. But now they are all left from AIDMK also now.
Okay.
But now they are also split.
One word from Mr. Pandya-Rajan.
Not only that.
I want you to look at
in the entire country,
the Tamil others there, 121. I still think there's a good chance of the secular democratic front taking shape and doing over 100. If you really look at those 11 parties, out of the 121, they would probably be higher than 90. And I see a scenario where Amma will be the Prime Minister. Mark my words today, because to me, she'll be the most acceptable among the lot in the, SDF, so-called Secular Democratic Front.
I think that will be 2 big states.
And I really think that's a possibility. If NDA falls short, and stops at 225 or something like that, and if this alliance of Secular Democratic Front manages to cross 100, I still see a strong possibility of Amma as the Prime Minister. Okay, well, Mr. Pandya-Rajan, let's see what happens there. Ms. Jayalalitha has not been given public statements for a long time. We look forward to getting that. Thank you, Mr. Ramalingam, Mr. Pandya-Rajan. The story not entirely unexpected from Tamil Nadu. The BJP, the DMK is repeating its 1998 performance by actually getting about 5 seats out there. Karunanidhi's and his legacy, everything is in big trouble. Tripura has two seats. There are no changes. The left gets both the seat, and I think Mr. Manik Sarkar should get, the political Nobel Prize of India for getting 57% of the vote share this time. It's an incredible vote share. The highest vote share
in the entire country by a chief minister, incumbent, he's been in office for 3 times, he gets close to 57% vote share. I think a round of applause for Manik Sarkar is in order. Tremendous performance by Manik Sarkar.
You should have put Mr. Manik Sarkar's photo there rather than Prakash Karat, because his victory are not CPM's victory, they are his own.
Okay, so this victory, Sankarshan Thakur says remove Prakash Karat. I can't do it now. Now we can put Manik Sarkar up there, and if I put Manik Sarkar and Narendra Modi together, he gets more vote share than Narendra Modi.
And Arnab, if you look at the social indicators in Tripura, you know why. Because the healthcare, the education, they're way ahead. Now they're reaching Kerala, standards. So it's incredible what they've done.
Are we ready for Uttar Pradesh?
Yes.
Yes.
Do we have an option?
80 seats in Uttar Pradesh. This is the make or break state in all of India, and the current situation, and I hate to begin, should I begin with the Congress or the BJP? Should I begin with the Congress or the BJP?
We know the Congress story. Tell us the BJP story.
So the BJP story is that the BJP emerges as per the C voter numbers, goes up from 2012 where it had 15% of the vote share, it goes up to 28%. In a highly fragmented 4-way election, the BJP has the single largest vote share of any party, followed by the BSP with 25% and manages to get 34%. So this is a kind of historic, the 34 seats, 28%, the single largest party, can go higher, some say, but clearly on a big rise in Uttar Pradesh. Sankarshan, let me get your views first. You're looking extremely serious at that, and I would like to add to you that for the Congress party, the story is terrible. It falls from 21 seats in the 2008 elections to about 4%, to 4 seats. 21 to 4. The Congress party is finished in Uttar Pradesh as well. The BJP has had a huge rise to 34 seats.
This is very disappointing for the BJP, if you ask me.
28%. 1 minute.
This is hugely disappointing for
28%. 28%. Sankarshan, yes.
This is hugely, these numbers
disappointing.
Are hugely disappointing for the BJP. They would have expected to get at least, if not double, at least a sizable jump on 34.
Yeah.
55.
They certainly needed 50. They certainly needed 40 to 50.
Okay.
40 to 50.
Also,
40 minimum. Hoping to get there 50, but UP is critical.
Okay.
But what is really surprising here are the SP figures.
Exactly.
If I could say 2 things here.
Despite the Muzaffarnagar riot,
a small vote share makes a lot of difference.
20 seats.
So in a 4-way contest, a small vote share makes a lot of difference. So conversion of seats, votes to seats, is treacherous in UP.
No, I think this is one sec. I think this is great conversion. Because I'm
not questioning you. Let me finish, please.
Okay.
I'm not Rahul Gandhi. Please let me finish.
He's also becoming the party.
Having said that, 34 seats, if the BJP ends up with 34 seats, the BJP will be disappointed.
See, when the BJP's vote share was 28%, what am I supposed to say to you? Who am I not? When the BJP's vote share was 28%, it had 29 seats. In
I am not questioning you at all. I appreciate that. But what I'm trying to say is, if the BJP gets 34 seats, actually, it will be disappointed.
It'll be disappointing.
But the Samajwadi Party numbers are the question.
I think
despite the performance of Akhilesh that we've seen in the last 3 years, despite Muzaffarnagar, if they are only down from 23 to 20, then it would be a big surprise as far as Samajwadi Party is concerned.
Either the BSP should do much better or the BJP should do much better.
This is one state where things could change radically if the talks between the BSP and the Congress get somewhere. I mean, clearly from the numbers, they have not been ruled out. This alliance is still in the making.
Okay, Sudhindra Badoria, 25 seats being predicted in Uttar Pradesh for the BSP. Sorry, 21 seats for the BSP and 25% vote share. Smriti Irani, 28% vote share and 34 seats. Mr. Badoria, it's a close contest between the BJP and the BSP. The BSP last time got 27%, so you've only lost a little bit. But you haven't gained. It's the BJP which is making the big gains, Mr. Badoria.
Well, your information is incorrect because we got about 25.9% votes in the last assembly election and not 27% as you are saying. And the Samajwadi Party got 29%. As far as the BJP is concerned, of course, they got 14%. But never have these polls...
One second. 26, no, one second. Since you want to quibble over the numbers, you got 26.7%. I said 27%.
No, we did not get,
I rounded it off. I'm right. Anyway, that's not the issue.
Please cross-check.
Fine.
We got 25.9.
Okay, but that's not the issue. Let's talk about now.
The issue is, I'm coming to what the issue is. The issue is that these psychologists never get BSP right. Never even in the last assembly elections, they were giving us 20%, 21 to, whether it was the CSDS poll survey or the other poll surveys, they never, and in fact, they were giving Samajwadi Party 34% votes.
Smriti, many of our panelists say that you would be disappointed with 34 seats and 28%. The overall NDA number is 218. We are still to go through to West Bengal, and I think Uttarakhand is still left, but the NDA number sort of stays at about 225 at this level. Smriti, your response to Sankarshan and the other panelists who said you should be really unhappy with these numbers from Uttar Pradesh. Yes, please.
Well, there were some very eminent personalities who have partaken in a debate on News Hour before Mr. Modi was declared as the prime ministerial candidate. And they said that if BJP is to project Mr. Modi, we will not even manage to get 100 seats. And today it's heartening to see the reverse trend and numbers which portray that Mr. Modi has emerged as a very, very decisive leader for Lok Sabha elections 2014. But what is also interesting is that many a panel... Let me finish.
Says, who are you
what is also
anyone in present company?
Well, there are some, but I would not elaborate on that, Shankarsan. I would only say this, that what also has come out of this debate today is that the impact not only of the Modi factor, but also the local leadership, which will help increase our vote share and the number of seats. I think till such time that in Uttar Pradesh we announce who our candidates are, one will only say that the numbers that are projected right now are numbers that we need to work towards in increasing in terms of not only the vote share, but also the number of seats. But I am of the opinion, given the fact that I have worked in UP,
one question. No, one second.
I am of the opinion, having had the opportunity of working in UP.
In UP,
my last sentence is this.
Modi factor may not. The Modi factor may not have been so effective because there is literally no local.
No, she let her complete her comment, please. She was saying from her experience of working in UP. Yes, so Smriti.
From my limited experience of working in UP, let me only say this, that the organizational challenges that we saw in the last Lok Sabha elections were truly worked upon by the leadership. And since there is an improvement in those organizational structures, I see the improvement in the numbers of seats that you project. But since we are still a month and a half, 2 months away, I see a bettering of the number of seats that you project. Yes, Mr. Mehta.
Okay, 5 seats. Okay, Uttarakhand, let's breeze through Uttarakhand. 5 seats in all. It was 5-0 to the Congress. Yeah. This time it is 5-0 to the BJP. Complete reversal in fortunes as usual. 43% for the BJP, 28%. That's a slide of 5%. Yeah. Compared to 2008, it's a slide of 15%. Yes, the Congress party once again decimated.
Yeah. 15% swing like Rajasthan, and almost a complete sweep for the BJP.
A clean sweep by the BJP in Uttarakhand as well. A whitewash for the Congress party in Uttarakhand as well. What's happening to the Congress party and the UPA nationally? The UPA hasn't even crossed 100 yet. We have one state left of West Bengal. 223 to the NDA. One state of West Bengal. And Derek O'Brien is with us and Mohammad Salim is with us. Derek O'Brien, here are the numbers from West Bengal. 42 seats in all from your state. Many people expected. The Congress, the All India Trinamool Congress got 19 seats in 2009. One second. The Trinamool Congress. Predictions, Jay.
The Trinamool Congress is predicted to get 24 seats. The Left Front 14, the Indian National Congress 2. The BJP surprisingly 1 and others 1.
Okay, so despite all the criticism of the Mamata Banerjee government that many people have had, the TMC gains an additional 5 seats compared to 2009.
Absolutely.
4% increase in vote share. That's what we are looking up for. 4% increase in vote share. 1 second.
BJP is ahead of the Congress in vote share.
Okay, okay, the Congress party 4th, the BJP emerges as 14%. If there's no conversion of seats out there, there is actually one. The BJP gets 1 seat, Congress party gets 2. Derek O'Brien and Mohammad Salim. Derek O'Brien, these are the numbers and your response.
See, Arnab, firstly, we are very sporting
Because even if we disagree with your numbers on the opinion polls, we still come on your show. Yeah. Because we believe that these are numbers and there are still 3-4 months to go for the election. So I'm not going to come here and start with the opening line is that, you know, internally we don't expect these numbers, but leave that aside. I don't think it's time to get into that debate. I think what our focus is, Arnab,
Congress, let him complete.
I am not, you know, so I'm not going to quibble about the numbers. I don't want to say that, you know, we'll be 30 plus. We don't want to get into that now because your research team from C-Voter have done their work. They've come up with some numbers. So let's take these numbers one day before Valentine's Day and say, okay, these are your numbers. So let me comment on your numbers. Our focus has been very simple. We believe that in the last 32-33 months, the Mamata Banerjee government in Bengal has done a lot of development work. And come April, May, the people of Bengal certainly will acknowledge this and they will give us their good wishes and their blessings and their votes, and we will convert the good development work into number of seats in the Lok Sabha. Yeah. And well, that's the way it is. So I don't think I want to get into
Mohammed Salim. Mohammed Salim, your response, final number, 14 seats. 14 seats and 30% for the left front. Your response to Derek O'Brien before I wrap this up.
I'm not disputing, but from the brigade party ground, the great leaders announced that it will be 42-0 and 0 for the left. But if still you are giving 14, so I'm happy for that. And on the other hand, if you compare with the 2011 assembly election, so it's not that 32 months of governance is improving the tally of the Trinamool Congress, rather they are losing a slight bit. And if you compare your own opinion poll earlier, so whether who stands gaining, and every passing day, the left is consolidating its position and will do better than this.
Okay. Okay, now gentlemen. That's the final figure. Derek O'Brien smiling. Derek O'Brien, here's the final number, 227 to the NDA. That's 45 less than the halfway mark of 272. Congress party, one second, the breakup is something to this effect. Listen to me. The BJP gets, on its own, if I'm not mistaken, 202. The Congress party gets its historic low, the lowest number the Congress party has ever got since the year 1947. The Congress party is down to 85 seats, 89 seats. The BJP gets 202. And of course, it's 45 short of the halfway mark. The Congress party really has been whitewashed, meltdown. I don't know what to call it, but the BJP is still not quite very much there. It's gaining, though. I'm back in a few minutes with the News Hour tonight. And on the News Hour this evening, we are looking at what happened in Parliament and whether Parliament should be dissolved instead of going through the embarrassment we did this morning. Back in a few minutes.